Welcome to SteamPunk as we delve into the dungeons of Dredmor. First of all, if you don't know what a roguelike is, click here to give your brain the proper plug-in to understand this, or we'll be identifying your possessions before long. Anyway, Dungeons of Dredmor. It's a very simple roguelike. I don't mean that in a bad way necessarily. Mostly I mean it's very polished and accessible. All your potions and equipment are identified for you. It's obvious what every skill tree does. You don't need to equip your armor in a specific order. Yeah, NetHack, that's all on you. Not to say there's no depth or strategy. I actually really like how you build your character in this game. At the start of a crawl, you select 7 skills, each of which fits into a warrior, wizard, rogue archetype. And each level you improve one of those skills. You gain stats based on what archetype that skill belongs to, as well as abilities based on what you actually put the point into. And one of the skills is the ability to use shields more effectively. Only problem is, a shield is not actually required. Watch as he cowers under his non-existent shield with the tortoise maneuver, as he shield bashes someone with his bare hands! And of course, following in NetHack's glorious shoes, then Dungeons of Dredmor will keep track and gleefully parade your dead characters in front of you. For example, Terminator here is the closest I've ever come to killing Lord Dredmor. And down here we have Starman, which is my first attempt at the very useful astrology skill tree. He was killed by a muscle diggle. And SteamPunk Bob, who lost all his health. Well, that's logical. Touching back to the character development, you actually have a lot of options here, as each level gets you additional stats. Warrior skills obviously make you stronger and tougher, and mage skills make you more magical and whatnot. And, you know, your rogue skills make you better at being a sneaky, backstabbing jerk. Sneaky backstabbing jerks actually do have some measure of usefulness in this dungeon crawl, which I always found rather surprising. But monsters can be spawned asleep, and a sleeping monster, when hit with enough first strike capability, is... if you have the ability to liquefy the monster before it realizes you're there, you're in good shape. But counter! How does it counter while it's asleep? A dodge, okay, fine, it rolled over. But a counter? The game is very mod-friendly and woven nicely into Steam Workshop. You can add new skill sets, monsters, rooms, items, basically anything. One of the mods I've been playing with to gather this footage lets me be an ace attorney. I can point at monsters and yell, "Hold it!" Regular price for the base game is $5, but take note that this footage was gathered with all 3 DLCs. The second one is free, but the other 2 are $3 a piece regular price, or you can get Dungeons of Dredmor complete for $10. On the other hand, I got the whole everything for less than $5, so keep an eye on those sales. Anyway, this is SteamPunk Bob, out.
Please don't go. The Diggles need you. They look up to you.
Why? Do you know how many Diggles I've massacred in this dungeon?